Lots of changes are happening for the women's division, so we'll see what's new there. We'll also check out what's going on with Cody Rhodes, Alexa Bliss, and more. Starting things off with some major updates for the women's division, because a lot of new things have just started to go around. Reports claimed that there is currently a bit of a shuffle happening right now with Evolution 2 following the loss of Liv Morgan. Reports claim that Liv Morgan was supposed to have a program with Nikki Bella and overall be a pivotal part of the event. But with Liv Morgan now out of action until 2026, and Evolution technically only being a few weeks away, WWE will now have to rework all those parts of the card with barely any time to spare. So that's a big topic of conversation right now. Liv Morgan was supposed to be the big first major opponent back for Nikki Bella, but that's now off the shelf completely. Nikki Bella is still expected to compete at Evolution, but obviously her role will be much different from the original plans. Also connected to the situation is the status of the women's tag team titles. When word hit that Liv Morgan will be out of action for the long haul, everyone assumed that meant that the women's tag team titles will be stripped off Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan. But not so fast. New reports claim that a new plan has been finalized for what will be done with the women's tag team titles, and the reports claim that Liv and Raquel will allegedly not be stripped of the women's tag team titles at all. The report did not go into any further detail than that, just saying that they won't be stripped. So that sounds like WWE will be leaving the tag team titles with Raquel Rodriguez. She just needs to find someone to hold the other half of the tag team titles with. And judging by the pieces of the story that are in place, it surely looks like Roxanne Perez will be that woman that steps up to serve as a tag team champion with Raquel Rodriguez. A lot of fans mentioned the idea the second Liv Morgan went down with her injury, and now with this new report that Liv and Raquel won't be stripped of the titles, that makes it seem like they may really be going down with Raquel and Roxanne's route after all. When Liv went down, we mentioned how the trajectory of the Judgment Day story will have to be altered, and well, that very well could be what's happening here. Maybe the direction is that Roxanne Perez takes hold of the tag team titles with Raquel Rodriguez, and they blossom into being the best of friends and the best tag team in the division. With Liv now being out of the picture, that really opens up the door for Raquel to get closer and closer to Roxanne, and slowly erase Liv Morgan out of her memory. Liv Morgan isn't coming back until early 2026, so it's hard to predict where this story will be at 6 months from now, or if the Judgment Day would even still be together by the time Liv is ready to return. Maybe things implode long before then. But maybe they continue to plant the seeds for Liv Morgan's return program to feature the idea of her coming after Roxanne for taking her spot, and maybe even coming after Raquel for potentially betraying her in some massive way along the line. One thing is for certain though, Liv Morgan will definitely be a babyface when she returns. To go down with that freakish injury like that, and knowing her work ethic, it naturally gets people behind you, rooting for you. So you can definitely expect a massive babyface return for Liv Morgan in 2026 that could potentially involve Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez. Alexa Bliss and Jason Baker recently took to social media to tease that Alexa's attire included a very big Easter egg that some fans might have missed. So they were encouraging fans to look at Alexa's shirt and see what it was that they added as this hidden feature. And it turns out this special thing that Alexa and Jason were referring to was the fact that Alexa's shirt was fully customized in a special way. Alexa had her own new Lily merchandise shirt, but it wasn't just any regular plain Lily shirt. Jason Baker and Alexa added a lot of personal touches to the shirt, lots of added red coloring to the shirt, and right on Lily's face, right next to her eyes, they gave Lily some marks that the Fiend Bray Wyatt's mask had, which made the picture of Lily on Alexa's shirt resemble the Fiend with that personalized touch. Fans figured this out because if you look at the same Lily shirt from the WWE shop, there's no marking on the Fiend's mask next to Lily's eyes. So the look of Alexa's shirt with the Fiend version of Lily from the June 20th edition of SmackDown was a unique one. It was one piece that was created just for Alexa to wear on the show. Some fans are wondering if that's not only a special tribute, but if it could be some foreshadowing for the future of Alexa's character, because at the moment, Alexa may wear all the Wyatt logos and symbols, but she's still her normal self. But could there be a point where Alexa steps back into the door of complete madness again? She lets the Wyatt influence run through her. She lets the Fiend influence run through her. We've seen the Fiend spirit come and go for Alexa Bliss over the last few years or so, So even though she's calm right now, demeanor-wise, could there be an event that happens in the future that brings out the fiend side of Alexa Bliss? Just like how the customized shirt was displaying and showcasing. It's most definitely intriguing, no doubt about it. Alexa was flat out asked about the idea of joining the Wyatt Six on WWE television during Fanatics Fest, and she had this to say about the topic, quote, "I think Windham said it best when he said, we will always be connected in some way. Whether that's with the Wyatts or not, I'm not sure, but obviously we're all in this Bray universe together. I think it would be something that's awesome down the line, 100%, end quote." What Alexa's echoing there came from the 2023 Royal Rumble press conference, where Bray Wyatt was asked about his affiliation to Alexa Bliss and if they would be reuniting. Bray answered the question that night by saying that Alexa and himself will forever be connected because of everything they went through together. So Alexa echoed those same comments that said that she would 100% be down to link up with the Wyatt Six down the line. Right now, Alexa and the Wyatts are on completely different roads. Alexa has her program with Charlotte, and the Wyatt Six are currently trying to win the tag team titles. But everyone knows that at one point down the line, their paths will cross, and Alexa Bliss is going to join the Wyatt Six. That's going to easily be the Wyatt Six biggest program to date, and will be a lot of fun to watch unfold. Another pretty interesting weird narrative coming out of the June 20th edition of WWE Smackdown was Cody Rhodes' usage on this episode. Cody Rhodes came out to the ring with his full entrance and grabbed a microphone to speak. But before he could say a single word, Jey Uso came out. Jey started to get in Cody's face about winning the King of the Ring tournament. And before Cody could even say a single word in response to Jey, Sami Zayn then came out and was speaking about winning the tournament. And then that was followed up by Randy Orton coming out and bragging about how he's going to win the tournament. So Cody had three huge superstars getting in his face about how they were going to outlast him and win the tournament. And Cody didn't get the opportunity to say a single word in response to any one of those three stars that were in the ring. No one has the exact answer on why Cody Rhodes wasn't allowed to speak here during this segment, but some fans' best guess is that maybe it's a storytelling tactic of the quietest one in the room being the most dangerous threat. You heard it before in the movies and shows, but it's often said that people running their mouths the loudest, they're all talk, no substance, nothing to really fear there. That the quiet ones, they're the most dangerous ones in the room because they're not revealing what they know, and they don't have to do all this loud talking to make themselves feel like a threat. So maybe that was the mindset with the decision to keep Cody muted for this big four-way promo. Maybe he was quiet because Cody's going to be the one to actually win the tournament, and he wasn't at all talking like those other three. He's just all about the action. So if Cody wins the tournament, maybe that will explain what they were thinking there. A lot of fans were bothered by Cody remaining silent in this entire lengthy segment, but maybe that could be the reason there. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.